We not wasting no time. Gwen, what's the hot topic for today?
Washington football team defense.
It's like, where do you begin? I was watching that game yesterday. I was so angry at how the secondary in particular was playing. I said, Sabrina, they're not paying you anything. They're not paying you anything. Why are you this upset? I was physically like, I wanted to strangle them. They didn't give up, put forth hardly no effort, especially on that Hail Mary pass.
Lord have mercy. That's the oldest trick in the book. All you have to do is jump up when the opposing team players jump up. Two of them was facing the wrong way in the end zone. They couldn't jump up because their backs were to the ball. You practice that every week in practice.
Basic.
No effort, no energy, no desire to do anything.
Yep.
They make you want to go, take all their salaries away. This is where I believe they should get paid by performance.
Get paid by performance? Okay, is that what you said? Get paid by performance?
I do.
Okay.
How Collins gonna get $12.5 million?
That man can't like that. Tackle. He can't tackle. He can't cover. He don't jump. He just run up and down the field looking ridiculous. Who was he even covering?
Man, they be running past him like he walking backwards. It's ridiculous. And then you got him, Sabrina. Something our uncle said. I think he's still injured. I pray to God they don't have him in no multi-year contract. He needs to be up out of here ASAP.
Sit him down.
I would put him on the injured reserve list and you might as well do without him because he's not productive. You wasting the whole space. Let somebody come from another team or get somebody off the practice wall. I mean, come on, it got to be somebody better than that. He ain't got nobody better than this dude. Nobody.
My thing is this, as I said about Hopkins last week, even though he did better yesterday, but nobody can do worse than what Landon Collins is doing. Bring somebody up, anybody.
I'm ready. They got my old Champ Bailey jersey. And it's go forward. I can do better than Collins. And because he's not a good leader or good veteran, them young boys not learning behind. How come none of them jumped up?
Because they exactly what I was going to say. Isn't he the eldest member of that secondary? Then they're following his lead. He's supposed to be shooting them. What you say? The key? What Bobby say? The Keystone Cops? Just ridiculous.
Man, look worse than the Keystone. They look like 3-ring circus back there. They not doing nothing. And then I had my little rant last week about you should have kept Josh and all that. A couple of people didn't agree with the Josh point, but everything else they were like, but what's worse than Josh? Anything better than them, Sabrina? That's all I'm saying. Like, you haven't acquired anybody in the past 3 years better than Josh. So you're going to keep the better of it's like picking the best out of the worst.
Right.
He was the best out of the worst. We haven't improved on it. You let him go. He knew a little something. I bet you he would have jumped up for that Hail Mary. I tell you that. I bet you Darby would have jumped up for that Hail Mary.
Well, Moreland, anybody. All the people they got rid of. Now, the line stepped up yesterday. They played better initially, especially in the first half. They played better. But then Heineke, our boy, fell apart yesterday, overthrowing people, throwing picks at inopportune times. I blame yesterday on Heineke, which is my boy. I ain't giving up on him. He's still my boy. And I blame it on the secondary. Yes, ma'am.
No, I ain't gonna even say secondary. I'm gonna say Collins. I'm a pop. I remember his nickname with me was Six Pack. I'm about to pop all 6 of them tops. He gotta do better than that.
Yeah,
he got to. You've been given an opportunity. Undrafted, starting in the NFL. You got to do better than that. And I know what he's doing, Sabrina. He's trying to do too much because he think he got to prove himself. Relax, dude, and do the minimum that you know. Every quarterback, if you've been playing AAU and high school and collegiate, you got some skill sets, something. Do the minimum would be better than what you're doing now, Six Pack. Chill out. So this is why I'm wearing my dead man's Redskin jersey. Shirt today. Stick a fork in Joe. We done. These next coming weeks, If they can't get it together on the Saints and the Falcons, and they ain't gonna get it together. They not. We done. Who next week? Kansas City. Watch this.
And then
watch this.
After that, I think it's Green Bay. It's not gonna get no easier, and you can't beat the Saints.
whole catastrophe. And let's take the hot topic into our next two topics. Then you got the trainer living out his New Jack City dreams. You only supposed to be writing prescriptions for the Washington football team. He get busted by the feds because he writing opioid prescriptions for, man.
Like the phrase that you mentioned earlier is what it is. It's a 3-ring circus. It's a 3-ring circus. You got drug busting, secondary falling apart, people throwing in the center. I'm done.
Injuries. I'm like, come on, Sabrina. Jeez, man.
We got two linemen, offensive linemen out now. We got Sheriff and Cosme out. I don't know how long Cosme's going to be out. Then you got about the 3/4 of the wide receiving core is injured. He can't throw the McLaurin on every play. Where's my boy Reyes at? Let's talk about that.
Say, what's wrong with Simons? If Logan hurt, where's Simons? Because that dude they put in for Logan was a squash. Simons couldn't do no worse. Let me calm down and not be so loud. Why are they afraid? You gotta start over sometime, Sabrina. Yep. This is one of the Washington football team's problems. They stick with veterans too long. Mm-hmm. Remember when we brought up this topic, and I'm about to jump real quick, but we're gonna jump back. Mm-hmm. Changing of the guards. Mm-hmm. It's time. If you look at who's winning and who's not, these young quarterbacks are making their presence known.
Right.
People like Aaron, Roethlisberger, Wilson. It's time for them to start going this way. It's time for them to start putting it, get your house in order.
Right.
And start coming up with some other things. And then who leading the NFL? Tyler. All these dudes is the young black.
Josh,
then you have Josh. Then you have who is first? My homeboy.
Yeah, even though he struggled last night, but anyway.
But still, when do the Washington football team set aside? I get it. See, Dan Snyder is a fan. This is why he holds on to these veterans too long, because he like them. They did it there. Man, if you don't sit them old dudes down and get these young boys up and moving, experience is going to get you attitude, confidence, and experience is going to get you ahead in the NFL. And if you got these dudes sitting out when these veterans ain't doing no better, put them in and let them get some experience so we can get up out of here next year, because 21-22 season is a scratch it on out. It's done. We done. Stick a fork in, Joe. We are done. It's no way. We can't compete as long as his defense is like it is. It's dysfunctional. It's a 3-ring. So they might as well put on red noses and be clowns back there. So that's a new mascot, the Washington Clowns. That's the new mascot. Sabrina, I don't have enough words. Didn't none of them jump up. We lost that game for 2 plays. The Hail Mary and when Heineke overthrown McLaurin. 2 plays.
And 3. Heineke throwing an interception in the red zone.
That's right. There you go.
I mean, come on. So anyway,
gotta move on. But Jesus. This is what they need to do too, Sabrina. This is another thing. I don't know about the other stadiums where teams y'all patronize, but it's the minimum of $50 to park at the stadium. Some parking spots is $80, right? Then it's $20 to get some nuggets and some fries. If you stop going, he'll do something about that team. As long as Snyder making money, he ain't gonna fix nothing. He gonna keep doing what he want to do. We should stop patronizing them. Watch them on TV because they got paid for their TV money all the way. Mm-hmm. But stop going to them games and patronizing this. It's a side show. Let the opposing team people pay him. They have for the stadium be filled up with them anyway. Let them pay. Let them take their money. Stop patronizing him. If we've been going through this for 30 years, 20 with him. I'm done, Sabrina. I'm done.